Go smoke all that rent, cuz. I ain't selling no more of that rent. Shit done blowing fucked up, cuz. I'm about to bop you.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago where the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Ready?
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Here's Jackson. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
You see how you fucked your linebacker up there.
The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing now is Wentz. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup at 25. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. On play action, it's Wentz. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen.
And this is going to be intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, you had the punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the 2nd drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down, and they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 31. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected. But a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th with Wilson.
Oh, look at that D. Look at that D.
Incomplete.
Look at that D.
Surprising move to go for it.
Look at that D.
Somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, throw it away then.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 31 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Carson. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Trying to improvise. He'll try and run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The rushing numbers
trying to
for
throw that
Wilson,
big.
maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work.
Oh, my God. Come on, man.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it's going to be 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. To throw again.
Come on, man.
It's caught. Rocket. That'll pick up the 1st down for Seattle and a gain of 18.
Slant routes effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
An inaugural trip to the red zone here for the Seahawks. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. Here's Wilson to throw.
Good defense. Good defense.
Back at the 26-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this 1st half. I think this is a free play for Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson.
Oh, man, come on, man.
incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Man, they cheated me, man. That's a pig.
Make it easy for you. They're physical
That's a
group.
pig,
He just saw there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Myers' kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit a partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was a nice score.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Throwing on second and long. Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
So they looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Now it's Lockett.
Man, come on, man.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Stiff-armed him. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll go backwards.
What you trying to do, cuz?
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
I like that.
They stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 3rd down. It's
Not like that, cuz.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They come out here in the eye. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Russell Wilson. As the first half is winding down, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead down to 3 at 13-10. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be taken very short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. With a sack, it's Ziggy Ansah. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They run again with Carson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. On 1st down, Carson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Tackled that time by Sidney.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. An 18-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Wentz, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ziggy Ansah picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year, Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most credence isn't the right word.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. They'll run on first down. It's Carson. There's the stiff arm. First by him near the 35. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Lynch, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
But once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. And it's complete to Jeffrey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Now Wentz again. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Wentz, and complete to Zach Ertz. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Throwing now is Wentz. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, there it's silly, and it leads to a... And this is caught inside the 5. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Now Wentz. Screen pass to Sproles. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 4 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Wentz to throw. Get in here. He stopped that short. This will remain a 5-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll keep it on the ground.
Oh, close the count, boy!
And he's got some space here.
Hey, come on, man.
Before they work it across midfield. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This is Carson. Nigel Bradden brings him down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Carson. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. On 3rd down, it's Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on.
Send it back, I'll whoop your ass.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Better see somebody.
Watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden.
A defense that can start the fucking run. I know that
With
much.
that, we say so long from Philly.
Man, that boy can't start no goddamn run. He can't start no run, cuz. Cuz you can't start no run, cuz. Shit, I play with these bitches. I know that for a fact. I'm trying to show you.
Yeah.
That little run guy, that shit that I did.
Point up, it's magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits.
Run guy dead, cuz.
If you were me, it didn't happen.
The run guy dead, cuz.
Savage. Told my son I love him for him, I'ma make it.
Oh, yeah.
Dreams reality, not going back to the You say
About to show you.
proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I'm sitting there like lights, camera
About to show you.
living in a dream, now my music every blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I'm 8 weeks, working off the bus. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride. For my brothers, no lie. All you gotta do right, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side.
I leave it like it is. I leave it like whatever leave it like whatever the game on. Don't change that.
Think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it. He's not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty use a, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this is crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, and look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, done out my problems.
Right up.
Magic. With the game, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in
Every
my
week,
ways,
Trey.
I need to change my habits. What would you do if
I thought it was
you
in
were
here on
me
the
and
couch.
didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to you say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Oh, burping in the speaker and shit.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Trying in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I
Now I gotta go and beat your head in.
rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, don't come down. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. They don't hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it easy as a field goal. Play for a minute and still go. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Take that run the way you did.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Boom.
Check. No.
They'll begin to drive with Carson.
Fuck
This
nah.
is not a sign of
Fuck
what's in
nah.
store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the
On that
game's
man?
first play. And it's second
Hell
down now.
nah.
Officially
that.
nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
Oh, where you going with it? Where you going with it?
Escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for?
Oh, try me. Don't try me. Don't try me. Don't motherfucking try me.
Picked off by Jeff Heath. And a
Dog.
terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, they ride, man. Let's go to the house.
1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. That one complete to Elliott.
Oh, you want to sit in the house?
Pick up of 7, and that
wanna
is
sit
going
in
to
the
set
house,
up a
okay.
3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Fourth down, Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down there.
Sit over there. Sit over there. I'm going to keep on running.
Get
your ass over there.
It's a
your ass over
10-yard
there.
gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
I'll bring on you one time.
Quick throw here out to Cobb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it
Man,
up.
come on, man.
And the Seahawks have picked it up. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. How about that for a momentum swing? You had it goal to go. Not only do you cough it up, but they pick it up and return it all the way for a touchdown.
And now you have to give oxygen to the entire team because what a letdown that was. Terrific drive. Looked like you're going to get points. Instead, the other team registers them on the scoreboard.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now from the 50. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jaron Reed, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. On second down, it's Elliott. So from second and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper, and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what it said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Touchdown. As they are now on the board here in the first half.
Hey, that's a big boy kid there, though, man.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh, come on, let's go, man. Shit.
Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. On 3rd down.
Let's go!
He will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
Let's go! Let's go!
This will be a critical call.
And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him.
You got me fucked up, cuz.
Line of scrimmage with 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's that drink,
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. They're no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The 330-pounder Al Woods brings the boom on the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 37. And Forbath will put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turned that, because now I think they go a little bit.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Now Elliott. He's got the first down and more past midfield, and he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. On first down, Elliott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16 and a Dallas first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they do, how they move the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
Find you some Menduka. No, you can't pad the ball. I ain't worried about your pads.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation, probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the hall.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Forbath, the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
You can't put the blood on YouTube, cuz.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 1.
Hawks game!
Escape, and he goes down. The sack by Robert Quinn. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. This one
Oh my God!
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It'll go as an impressive
19, that pick all day.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that's caught.
Man, what the fuck?
And he takes this one down almost all the way to
Get
the
the fuck out of here, man.
25 yards that time. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break it. Are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball. When you put up a token press, make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon, and he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Seahawks on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and set things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
That's caught by Hollister. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And it's a good return here as he'll get all...
You done? You done? Who that? Well, you on that card, man? I'm beating me ass on YouTube. Check out the channel, man. I'm about to beat the brakes off your head, nigga. I don't need the cowboy. Go get him. That's who I want you to go get. Go get him. Bro, I cook it, beat your ass, cuz. I mean, I'm blowing rank, beat your ass, cuz. Blend. Niece. I said it. You don't want these cowboy, cuz. I'm wearing white. Yeah. I said I'm wearing white. I got on white jerseys. She'll put you in the ball. Shit. I hate you just scored that last game for real. Yeah. I got on white. You gonna learn tonight. YouTube, we gonna show this nigga ass tonight. He man champ, man God. Knock the guard out, man.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. It's the team of the 80s versus the team of the 90s. The Niners, the Cowboys, they're underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Here we go. Hey! What's up, dude? Big series right here. We gotta step up.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From the 29, Garoppolo completes it to Coleman. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 41, Garoppolo. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception.
And that last one, that hurts. Play action now, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's stacked up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards. But instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Prescott to throw on third. He's got his target. It's caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Prescott to throw it. That ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup there to make the grab. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Forbath able to convert the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
There go, good. It might get ugly, good.
At the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to TreyLew5's. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. Now they go screen. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet there are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. The give is to Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Prescott from the gun. And an alley to run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 24-yard line. Prescott on 1st down. And it's incomplete. The Cowboys' all-time receptions leader, Jason Witten, the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Prescott. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Nick Bosa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. A big win there defensively on 2nd and goal, a loss of 7, and it brings up 3rd. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. That time, 12 yards on the pass play, but still shy of where they needed to go. 4th and goal. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point. Exactly. Now Garoppolo lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's end.
Under pressure, they got him again. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on 1st down, Prescott, and he's taken down. Back at his own 7, Quan Alexander able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. You know what's interesting?
Get my shit back.
A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people maybe take a shot here. Maybe
come on, man.
What's the flip side? Do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Sit on it.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an
blitz coming, and down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On 2nd down now. It's Elliott, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stack sheet stuffer.
And the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Garoppolo, and the pressure gets to him again. Leighton Vander Esch wreaking havoc with a sack. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo.
Oh my God!
And is Kittle. The 40, the 30, 10. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This is 3rd and goal now. 80,000 on their feet here in Arlington. to throw. It's Garoppolo. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Malik Collins able to put it into that play, and in so doing, puts an end to this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They found themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter.
Good defense.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this is caught by Cooper. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Caught by Cobb. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Malik Collins in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he can't get a throw away. He he's taken down. Robert Quinn. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. A critical error there. Game of the Ward.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
When you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into it.
What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do with it? Bait gang. Bait gang.
Jalen Smith, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Bait gang.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, they've kind of got a situation here. Still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do.
There you go.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire...
That was part of a 3-man deep cover recon.
Bet.
Were Captain Gordon Holcomb and Sergeant Matthew Gotts.
I just have to check up on myself. Lost a lot, but I came out with no ass. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. Ain't no by his hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me by himself. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve. Right before I leave, that's that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish you well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. Fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He said buy me by himself. Get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I don't get it, I up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. Lost a lot, but I came out with my L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my head. And I got no sales from my head down to my nails. Her man tripping cause I got another cell. They still buy me while it's sale. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM and it said no. Yeah, flex mode, this is Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad being presto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see my best though. Throwing on the cash though. Mexican, I mean peso. Sauce on pesos. Never save no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Pass the pig skin when you catch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your fifth, man. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me cause I know she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her man, she like, girl, you can count on him. Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Put the numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to guard.
Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team got it, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team got it, that's a big number.
All my records go hard, it's a champion hit. I've been working for this moment like I've been in the gym. Jumping all over hurdles, I'm evading the pit. I can't hear with anybody, take them, I can shake them. I invite them to the fire, then I bake them, I'ma break them. I'm a Hall of Fame legend, they should go and hang my jersey. Made them put in work, I don't think they really heard me like. Move the chains, I'm about to make a play. Move the chains, tell them get them out the way. Move the chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Ain't no stopping me, ain't no dropping me. I am up, #1 seed, ain't nobody popping up. Got a squad of gorillas from the jungle suited up. You kicking off against me, hope you ready, get it up. I be booted up, popping out a sprinter or a truck. Whole team chasing bags while they chasing us. Calling audible, chains, I'm about to win the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains. Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the edge. I would never get the fuck I just saw. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was paid off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was paid off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see I'm gone. Moral of the story is you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head and when you ever overstay it. The thoughts are never everything you want till when you want. I'ma take it in the hand, no signs of good default. I'ma leave it when it's time you on the Christ. When the rest on the set, let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma stick, I'm the sick in the head, come on. Come on. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the edge. I would never get the fuck I just saw. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Slowly on top of the throne, I am the king of the pawn. Top of the jet across the globe. I get some borders, my homie, there's so many miracles. Bird in my dome and like tumbling in the air. I'm switching these flows, if you look at my nigga, I'm letting it snow. I'm studying your cities and buses alone. They showing me love in my city. They ain't saying hippies, women like you know what I'm about. I'm not this stereotypes, they do not fit me. I figured in life, give everyone jobs. I'm not a guard, but hawk with a squad. I'm playing my part like them LeBron. News of the team, I feel Jackson and Hart. The homie calling from a cell, a couple of homies be making it. I just want all of the dudes to the well. I'm worried about taking a couple of L's. Don't sin for me, just win for me. Don't kill for me, just live for me. Keep it real for me, we eat together, leave the bill for me like hand on my heart. I give it all I got. Word to walk inside the talk. Take it higher, that's a God. Hand on my heart, no, I give it all I got. Word to walk to the top. Take it higher, that's a God. Never stopping, that's a must. Always win another loss. Jiffy gets another loss. Jiffy gets another loss. Who do it better than me? Vision of 2020. Biggie, yes, clarity. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice, taking notice. Determination, laser focus. Banging on they know they taking notice.
What?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T.
It just said connection loss.
the game. Move the chains, baby, tell them move the chains.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do.